Welcome, everyone. We're the Film Lovers Guide to the Galaxy. The trio's back here, and we have a very special guest today. Part of our sister episodes with Jared here, Reality Rewind. It's Danny is joining us because we are going to talk about Scream 6 because two of these guys are Scream aficionados, and two of us just watch movies. So, Danny, welcome to be part with us here. If you listen to this,
yeah.
So it'd be great to get some insight because, you know, I think I actually have some thoughts on Scream 6. So, but before we start, we always start off with this.
So I'm not gonna. The point of this rant is this. Let's say that costs you like $20,000 a year, okay? And the insurance covers $80,000. You're like, oh, that's a pretty good deal. Well, no, you have cancer.
What's the worst thing you'll do for $1 million?
Fuck you! Stop fucking dropping oil into the Gulf, you dipshits. Fucking morons.
Joe, what is grinding your gears this week?
It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. I had a couple in the chamber, but I decided on one. And like 3 weeks ago, I bought something off Crate and Barrel, and it was a couple plates. I just like, oh, it's on the deal. I'll get it.
How many plates?
It was a set of 4, and they were like six. They were like $6 each. Like it was probably one of those things where it's like going out of season or something. Whatever.
Okay.
And I kind of like Crate and Barrel. That's really not what the rant is about. So, you know, you do that. I stupidly put my email. You know, it's like, oh, here, email us for
your real email.
Shipping up. Well,
I have a burner.
I do have a burner.
Okay.
I put that on there, and it's like, oh, email. You can email us for shipping updates and all that kind of stuff. But you know, obviously they're going to spam you. And I think that's how they get you because I do want the shipping updates, but I don't want the promotional offers. What kind of grinds my gear is this, and it's not affecting me as much as I think. Why is it that when you put your email in, then let's say that you subscribe to promotional offers, they'll send you an email in like an hour. It's like, check this out. Here's our new shit. You can buy it, right? You try to unsubscribe. It's like, we'll unsubscribe you in 48 to 72 hours.
I've never seen that. That's wild.
That's all the time. What do you mean?
Joe, you're telling me that you don't put up with months and years of the same spam, and just one day you're like, fine, I'll unsubscribe.
No.
Gmail has a new thing where it's like, hey, you have an open. I literally got a message. You haven't opened from this email in 3 years. Do you want to unsubscribe? I'm like, yeah. Like,
I don't know how well that works because Apple does that too on your phone. It's like, would you like to unsubscribe? You'll hit a button. I don't know what the process is on the back end, but I just don't get it. And within those 48 to 72 hours, they send you like three more emails. That's like, I know this whole thing is an automated process. There is no IT guy in the back manually deleting the shit, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm pretty certain that this is a ploy with the people. And there's been times where I've unsubscribed and I'd still get the shit, right? So the other thing I've been doing is with Gmail accounts, you can addend it. Mm-hmm. My spam email is Silver Silhouette. Okay. I have had that email for a while, but I have actually
mysterious.
I have a one with my name, so that's the one I use for like
he's used that email
stuff.
for a very long time.
So with Silver Silhouette, you can do Silver Silhouette. You can add a little plus and go at Crate and Barrel, right? Mm-hmm. So whenever you get spam emails to that, you can tell how Crate and Barrel, if Crate and Barrel sells your shit, or if Walmart sells your shit, or whatever. And I'm not one of those people that have like 12,000 unread emails. I actually like make them read. Because what I don't get is if someone has 12,000 unread emails, how do you tell when you get a new email? Like just because the ticker goes up? Like I don't get that. So I don't have. I treat read emails as done, out of the way, and I try to be very vigilant on unsubscribing to shit. But it's sort of something I've been kind of running into. And I don't know if it bothers you guys as much as it bothers me, but that shit is ridiculous. And fuck you guys, advertising companies, for doing that shit. And in regards to fucking advertising, you know the whole Chat GPT thing, like, you know, the kind of the phrase.
Yeah.
To sign up for that, you have to put in your real phone number. I tried to do the thing.
I absolutely did not.
I did not do that.
You put in your phone number?
So I was just curious because it was a fad. I'm like, okay, cool. It can like do stuff for you. I want to check it out. So I go in there. You can make you put in your email. And he goes, please put in your phone number for verification. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to use my Google Voice. But that's a voice over IP. It says, no, we need a real number. I think this whole thing, while being a cool little AI thing, is a gold mine to get active phone numbers to sell to advertisers. And just be careful about that kind of shit. I'm never giving out my real phone number for that kind of stuff.
Or it's the AI when they take over.
That's fine. You know,
gonna come and get you.
I can't
Which
do
is
anything
Skynet
about
is
that.
happening, man.
Can't do anything
Which
about
is
that shit.
why I always put please in front of my request for ChatGPT. I'm polite to the robots.
I don't know how that's gonna. Also, the other thing I've been doing on anything that's unofficial. By the way, doctor. So a lot of stuff I got to put official. I got to do anything that's unofficial. I put a fake name, fake number, fake address, and fake email. Like my online social.
Joe, are you a doctor? Are you
Nick
considered a doctor?
Yes, I have a doctorate. I'm doing a residency.
But you're a dentist. That's different than a doctor.
I'm more of a doctor
Doctor.
than the English
Okay,
professor at a college.
Yeah.
Jerry
okay.
Seinfeld.
This is
You know.
a Seinfeld episode happening. Right?
I don't care. The point
I'm not okay. I just wanted to make sure.
The point I'm making is this. That's neither here or there. Is my you know how Google, I'm sure, has a built like, oh, this user is someone from ages 25 to 35 interested in this, blah 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 blah. I'm pretty sure I'm like an 85-year-old white lady living in Nebraska for all that bullshit that I put out there. I'm all for it. Lie on unofficial forms. You heard it from me. Lie.
Oh, yeah, my bad, Joe.
100%.
You have a DMD, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, my bad.
He's not a podiatrist, man.
Podiatrists aren't.
Hey.
Did you know that I just learned that? Like in December, Kelsey,
Yeah.
our friend, was talking about, oh yeah, podiatrists aren't real doctors. She talking about her hot podiatrist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? She goes, yeah, my mom won't let me go anymore because they're not real doctors. I go,
So I
blew
still
my mind.
Yeah, they're not, but I still treat them as such because I think it's a couple years to just learn about your feet.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
It's not
and
like
who
a
else are you going to go to if you have foot problems?
chiropractor,
They're not-
Chinese medicine,
I don't
herbs
think
and stuff.
chiropractors are real doctors either. Man.
No, they're definitely.
So,
I mean, they are, but
I mean-
Johnny's frozen again. Damn
we're
it!
gonna. Oh, he's good on my end,
See
by the
him?
way. He's great. Yeah,
He's got this going on right now.
I'm not
Don't
here to
mess with me.
ruffle any feathers in the medical world or anything like that. But, anyways, spam.
It's not what.
Spam emails, that's my rant. And also lie on all official forms is my other advice. Lie. They don't need
Official
any
or
of that shit.
unofficial?
Unofficial.
Okay.
Like if you're signing up for like some sort of thing at Walmart and like we need your name and number, you're Peggy Smith from Texas. You know? Anyways, that's my rant. There you go. Hopefully it's helpful.
This is how we start our show every time here, Danny. After that,
Our show is just like a nice like lead-in conversation. It's super chill.
I know.
I wish it didn't do the countdown thing, so I could just like hit record and our conversation just goes. But like here, it's just this manic ass.
I love it. This is how we start. Hopefully, chiropractors, if you're listening, don't be offended.
No.
You guys are.
I used to see a chiropractor.
Are you sure podiatrists aren't doctors?
They are not.
That's what they told.
They-
That's
In the sense that they don't go to medical school but they do go to their own podiatry school. It's kind of like veterinarians have their own veterinary school.
yeah, but a vet is like real.
Sure.
Yeah, so podiatrists are real. They just don't go to medical school. They do their own thing, kind of like how dentists.
So then,
do.
what's the
Like,
difference
Did you
between a
ever watch
podiatrist
that
and a
show Bob and
chiropractor?
Margaret?
And a chiropractor?
What's
a
Bob
chiro-
and Margaret?
It was like a British cartoon on Comedy Central when we were little, and they were podiatrists.
No, I did not.
Oh, you would like it.
A show about podiatry.
Well,
Take
It was
care of
like-
this bunion, please.
it wasn't about podiatry.
Oh yeah, that okay.
They just
I know what the characters
Happens
look
to
like. I just
be.
yeah.
Oh. All right. Danny, what have you been watching this past week? I'd like to know.
I've been watching Poker Face on Peacock. Jared recommended it actually, and I've passed him by in my binging.
Oh wow, you've gotten ahead of him, huh? Didn't the season finale just happen like couple episodes ago or something like that, or a couple weeks ago.
I have one more to watch.
Perfect. What else? So I was like, is there...
Oh, well, I've been very invested in Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, okay. I was going to wait till our show for you to explain this to me if you want. What is why was it popped a huge rating the other day because I'm a weirdo and like I follow ratings talk. What was the big drams going into the season premiere?
Okay, so it actually broke a few episodes into the new season.
I love this.
One favorite couple who've been together for probably like 6 or 7 years, that the guy in the couple has been having like a 7 or 8 months long affair with another girl on the show with like their best friend.
Whoa.
And that it was happening all throughout the season, but nobody knew. So now the ratings probably spiked because everyone wants to tune in and see if they can notice anything.
Is it as salacious as it sounds?
Yes. Seems to be.
Jared.
But we won't see any of it. It was like a huge secret, but we're going to be able to like read between the lines. And supposedly when that news broke, they like extended the season.
Whoa. Okay.
So Danny told me about this a couple of weeks ago. I swore off that show because, you know, they had like half the old people, half the new people. I didn't really care.
We always used to talk about it.
Yeah. And I was like, whatever. And then she told me about it. And I was like, what the I've been watching this season. Shit, they fucking got me, dude. They got me good. But I sent her like a TikTok where it completely explains what was happening. I was like, I get it now. This is crazy.
Yeah, send me that shit.
Yeah. Fucking Vanderpump.
It's pretty salacious. It used to be my favorite show, and then a bunch of them got like a little too big for their britches, I would say, like as reality stars sometimes do. But I kept watching, and it's paid off now.
Damn.
Goddamn Sandoval. What are you doing, dude?
I know.
What's going on here?
They're calling it this. His name is Tom Sandoval. They're calling it the Scandoval. The Sandoval scandal.
I love it.
So good.
I was like, God damn it, man. What is this?
Dude, I got a lot going on, man. I'm no, in the sense that like I have a lot of shows in the tank and like a lot of things on my list. So I'm taking things one by one.
Yeah, it's the way to do it.
It's a good life lesson.
It is.
Cool. Anything else? Not Jared. I was going to ask what you've been watching, Jared.
Been watching I've been watching a lot of stuff actually. I'm usually pretty, tempered in the way and the stuff I watch. Been watching along with Poker Face a lot of Columbo because Columbo is great and it's like basically what Poker Face is based on. Mm-hmm. Peter Falk is the best, and man, that show still. I watched an episode the other day where Dick Van Dyke was this like evil photographer and he killed his wife to run away with his secretary, and you're watching Columbo just get at this guy by acting like a bumbling fool. They always underestimate him. It's the best. I've also been watching dang, I felt it just my head emptied.
Finished The Last of Us last weekend.
Yes, The Last of Us, the last episode. Danny and I were talking about how Johnny, you played the game, right?
Yes.
Did you watch the season finale?
I am 2 episodes left. So
okay. So we were saying how it would probably have been better if it was a 10 or an 11 episode season. Mm-hmm. It just is feeling like there's not a lot of room to breathe. I mean, you're playing this game and it's like 20 something hours. So you have a lot of time with these characters. And it's, I just feel that they're hitting the beats and you're not kind of marinating in it. You're not feeling these feelings. Like it's really affecting and it's really good, but like you're not I don't know. As somebody who played the game, it just didn't feel like the connection was there to a lot of the stuff, even though, we really like these characters and everything. Oh, what I really wanted to talk about was I've been watching Perry Mason. The second season is on HBO. The new one with,
Matthew Rhys.
That shows, Matthew Rhys. Reese,
yeah.
He's
From the
so
Americans.
good in that. Yeah, from the Americans. Man, Perry Mason is so good. You guys really, the first season was good. It had to do with a religious cult. Then the second season is him, like a murder with like wealth of a wealthy person in LA. Like, give me a land grab, some like stuff set in the water rights era of LA, and I am fucking in. Like, that's my favorite shit. Like Chinatown, everything. Finally, unfortunately, I've been watching college basketball.
Unfortunately, it's very
college
fortunate.
basketball. Okay, no, it's not fortunate because college basketball sucks.
It does.
I hate it. I hate it I watched a team, guys. A college team shot 2 for 17 from the 3 and still won by 9 points. College basketball.
Was that Michigan State?
Worst.
Yeah, but look,
I don't know, man.
Are you talking about college basketball in the sense that their like fundamentals and shooting and defense is bad?
Yeah, it's all bad.
You realize
it's
you
terrible.
watch it for the gambling, right? That's really the whole point.
I watch it. Okay, I took a picture of you and I showed the group chat that there were 3 games going on and I was watching them all at once.
Yeah.
Now, that's fun to see because I had nothing to watch. I should have been watching Poker Face, but whatever. I wanted to see some people's brackets get busted. It's just been never have I ever been like, oh, hey, this guy. I couldn't name you a single person on any of these teams.
Dude, I want you to go ahead and take $1,000 and put that on to March Madness, spread it around. Let's see how invested you are then.
I like to gamble, but I'm not that much of a degenerate.
Well, that's
to
what
be like,
okay, the number can change.
Sure.
The number can change. It could be $50 for all I care. I'm just saying you're a lot more invested when the money goes in. There's this.
They outlawed gambling online in California, Joe.
It's very simple.
Do that.
You have a friend that has an account in Ohio or some shit and have them do that. It's very simple, okay?
Okay.
It's very easy. No, there was a funny ass video
Caymans.
on Barstool where this guy was playing the money line on Alabama, winning by 22.5, and Alabama was up by 24. And the other team.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think what happened was everyone on the team knew the money line and said "fuck you" with the 3. Bam! He hits that shit on the buzzer.
Well, no, everybody else was like, "Oh, we're not going to do it. The money line's this." One kid was like, "Nah, man," and he just deuces a 3 with
because
2
his
seconds
mom had
to
the
go.
under or something or over, whatever it is.
God.
And they won by 22. Hilarious. And the guy lost like 4K or something like that, or no, lost 40 because he would have won 40. Brutal.
Well, other than being a terrible, sinful gambler, Joe, what have you been watching?
A lot, because I haven't seen you guys in a long time. I watched.
Yeah, I haven't.
I finally watched Puss in Boots on. I forgot.
Didn't know where that was going.
I didn't know. I forgot it was streaming. I think it's Disney Plus, right? No, it's DreamWorks.
No, it's Peacock.
No.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
watched
Peacock.
that because you guys were saying it's so much better. It's good. I mean,
You guys, I haven't watched that.
I watched it.
okay, it must have been Johnny.
It was good.
God.
I have a student who is obsessed with it, and he writes his name in boots on all of his papers.
That's very cute. That's very cute. I thought it was good, given that it's like a spin-off of Shrek sort of thing.
It's a sequel to the spinoff.
Right, exactly.
Right?
So I'm saying it's good for what it is. No complaints.
Mm-hmm.
I finished Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I've been waiting for the 8th season to be on streaming for a while, and I finally watched it. I'm happy that I completed it. It kind of bookends it very well. A friend asked me to watch something called A Silent Voice. It's like an anime. It's like kind of like a little bit more serious anime, I think. It's about a girl that's deaf. It was good. I very much enjoyed it. I finished The Last of Us, like you guys were talking about, pretty much on the same page, except I guess Johnny hasn't watched it, but don't want to spoil it. Johnny, you played the game. You said you played the game, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did. There's a lot of videos out there showing like shot for shot remakes for these things, and like the dialogue being exactly the same. Big fan. And so,
don't say anything about the second game. Danny does not know anything.
So I'm not going to say anything. But you, Jared, you know what's going on in the second game?
Yeah, I do.
So without saying anything. What I'm going to ask is, it's going to be very interesting to see how they do it. That's it.
I heard they're splitting it into 2 seasons.
So 2 and 3.
I heard the second game is going to be 2 seasons, which probably makes a little bit more sense.
It's just
considering.
I'm just saying it was. Yeah. It's very interesting. Okay,
for sure.
I'm watching Mandalorian. Just season 3.
I have not watched any of it. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a very easy watch. There's not much to digest there. It's great, and Pedro Pascal is amazing. Big fan of that. So like that. I'm gonna this Ted Lasso season 3 is out now, so I'm gonna start that. Also, I'm the only one that watches this. Schmigadoon season 2 is going to premiere soon. Schmigadoon, dude,
you've been begging us to watch that for years.
It's hard
now.
because you guys are not so much musical, but now it's Chicago. You guys watch a Chicago musical, like Chicago?
Joe,
yes.
I'm a huge musical.
Well, fan. Then you'll enjoy this shit, man. Come on.
Okay. You know what, Joe? When is it out?
I don't know. It's probably in like a couple weeks. But the season 1.
I'll watch. Tell you what, I'll watch the first season.
Okay.
I'll do that for you because I love you.
I mean, do you like Keegan-Michael Kay? I mean, it's
yes, I do.
Yeah, it's great. I also started watching something called Animal Control. It's
the Joel McHale.
Yeah, I'm only watching because I'm a community fan. I like Joel McHale. It seems kind of basic, honestly. I don't know how much further I'm going to get with that. And then I started. This is the big one because I told both these guys that I'm going to start these giant watching projects, so to speak. Ozarks. I'm starting because I think it's going to be good, and I have a lot of friends that can tell me good. And fuck you, man. Don't ick my whatever. I like my shit. Okay,
I'm gonna give it a try.
I'm not going to yuck your yum.
Precisely. But and the last thing I want to do is actually watch Harry Potter. I've never finished all the films.
Watched Harry Potter?
I've only watched it up to I think the 3rd or 4th film. And then I'm like, man, this is a lot of fucking movies, man. I'm kind of just tell me what happens. I didn't even read. I didn't even read the last book or 2 because I'm like, fuck it, just tell me what happens, man. Like J.K. Rowling, just come on, man.
You could watch them 10 times and you still might not know what happens.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
The
movies are pretty.
Because I know the last one split into 2 movies. And I know that's whatever. So that's what I've been into. I think my big watch project is going to be Ozarks. I'm going to continue on Mandalorian and Ted Lasso in between. Johnny, what about you, man?
I can tell I've been busy with work because I've been watching crime documentaries on Netflix. That's usually what happens with my brain when that happens. I watched this. It's like Korean cults. It was like on Netflix. I've never heard of this. Have you ever heard of this, Joe, called like JMS? Like this person?
Dude, I don't think I follow that kind of stuff very much. Yeah.
But, I was watching some of that because I just came back from Houston. So it took time on the airplane to do that. On the flight there, I finally watched the last movie on the Best Picture list that I didn't get to watch, which was Triangle of Sadness, which is a fucking 3-hour movie. I get why it's nominated. It shouldn't have been, but whatever. I digress with that movie.
Johnny, are you more and more as you get older on my side that movies need intermissions now? Movies need intermissions.
You know what? If you asked me this a year ago, I would have been hard no. But with some of these movies, it's because like if you're gonna make me digest all this like fucking themes you want to do, okay, maybe I should get a 10-minute intermission.
Explain to me how that would work, because obviously they come in hard drives now, right? They're not big reels anymore. So you're asking the production to incorporate a break in the movie.
There has to be a natural break, just like
Right.
in
Like
from play.
one
There's a
scene to
natural.
the other.
There has
I'm
to be
not.
something
I'm
natural.
not. I'm not asking the quote unquote projectionist to hit spacebar
No.
and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"All right, you guys got 10 minutes."
I meant like the
or the
actual-
TNT slice cut. This is where we go to commercial break. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's cut it
Yeah.
right here.
I'm talking about the people who make the movie. It has to be built in, so it feels okay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Joe, I'm saying anything over probably 2 hours and 15 minutes needs
Like a 5-10 minute break.
like a 10-minute break for
Okay.
me to go to the bathroom, re-up on my Diet Coke or something like that. I don't think that's unreasonable.
This would be great for the theaters because then you'll probably sell more concessions, I think.
it's great for the theaters. It's not great for the movie production.
And the movie
because-
producers are the ones that hold the lion's share, unfortunately, right?
Yeah. It's because they want more showtimes. And so we do intermissions.
Do you
It's gonna cut
really
on
think
showtimes.
that will fuck with showtimes? That little 10-minute, and it only applies to movies that are above 2:15, like Jared said.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a reason why, as much as we all hate, I didn't hate as much as you guys, Batman v Superman. There's a reason why they cut it to 2 hours because they wanted more showtimes. If he would have showed it at 2 hours and 40 something minutes, it still would have been bad. But now they can't recoup that money. So that's more of a business thing. But as Jared said, as I keep watching movies get longer, I'm okay with a longer movie because sometimes I think you need movies to breathe. Okay, I agree. We should be able to breathe ourselves. I could use the restroom, stuff like that as well.
I just want comfortable seating back, guys. It's been years now.
I feel bad. I feel bad for you,
Joe,
Dad.
I watched Scream laid out in the movie theater. My feet were, I was
fuck you,
reclined.
dude.
My
I
feet
thought you were
were
going
up.
somewhere else with this, by the way. You're like,
No,
I
it's
know how
great.
it feels. It makes the viewing experience so bad that I watch my clock more, thinking, when is this going to end? Because the chair sucks, right? It's just ass. Sorry, go ahead, Johnny. Sorry.
I was gonna say because I was like, I could probably ask that question later. Other than that, I did watch first episode of Ted Lasso, season 3.
Season 3? Nice.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna check
it's
it out.
per week, so it's it's fun. It has that same. We all love Ted Lasso here, so I'm very excited how this season's gonna go through. Other than that, besides the movie, we're gonna talk about a little bit. I just watched the Oscars. I know we were talking about it, stuff like that. Did you guys have any favorite moments in the Oscars? I'm absolutely shocked. Like I'm glad it happened, but I didn't think Everything Everywhere All at Once was just going to eat everything. They just ate everything up.
There's a lot of kind of, not a lot, but like the vocal minority saying that this is like a Asian people have to win, like, injecting all that kind of stuff. Whatever that, I think for the majority, people are fine because they legitimately think the movie's good, which I agree with.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking hilarious that Tar didn't win shit. Well, I think they won one thing, right? Like they won some weird, obscure, whatever.
Danny, did you see Tar?
No, I really didn't see any.
Oh, you're not missing out. You're okay. You're good.
Oh, come on, man. This movie's good, dude. Oh.
It's a very serious movie that was very much being like Oscar bait, right? Because that's undeniable. Like she's trying to get that Oscar, and she did a good job of it. But nah, son, no Oscar
He's
for
underselling
you.
it. He's underselling it. Kate Blanchett did a fucking great job.
Johnny, it would have been better if it wasn't for that fucking Monster Hunter ending.
Oh no! To me, that ending made that movie.
Yeah, I don't
even
think
better.
that's the reason.
It did.
It's
I
just-
sat there. No, I was just joking because
Yeah.
I sat there, mouth agape. I was like, something. My download is fucked up. Like
someone
fucked with this.
cut it and they added that shit.
Someone did like a Napster thing where this really isn't this song.
That would be hilarious.
But it truly, I was sitting there going like,
Also, Danny, it's a very long movie. That's the other thing.
oh my
It
god,
needs an
yeah.
intermission.
Oh, for sure. It's like 240 or something like that, right?
Yeah,
And it
230 something.
the movie could be legitimately like 215. I don't know. Some of these are just, it's a bit much. And again, I'm a big fan of Kate Blanchett, for the record. She makes a good elf.
Think about,
you know,
I think about the movies that overall, like in the best pictures, I think the shortest movie was like probably like 2:10. Even Top Gun was like almost 2.5.
Top Gun is not boring though. It's just it keeps you on your seat fine. Like,
literally.
Like all the other Oscar baits were just like, how long was Pinocchio? Because Pinocchio won a bunch of things. Was that long too?
Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Yeah. Was that 2.5 hours?
Yeah, Joe.
I got to distinguish which Pinocchio we're talking about.
Joe.
No one thinks it's the Disney Pinocchio. Literally nobody.
I'm just saying. I don't know. That movie was probably 2:10 or something.
I feel vindicated because Wakanda Forever. No, only
dude. I was this guy. This man hates Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever so much.
So bad.
But Angela Bassett was a legit person that might have won Best Supporting Actress.
But she didn't.
Which lends me to ask you, Jared, because you talked about this a little earlier about like Jamie Lee Curtis and like controversy. I had no idea there was any controversy.
Oh yeah,
there is. Understood how Oscars worked.
No, people don't. It was the controversy was that she wasn't. She won.
She beat the Asian people in the Asian movie.
No, not that.
Yeah. Okay. So there was a little bit of that.
Well, that's again the vocal minority, I think.
No. You're fine because all I could think about on TikTok was, oh my god, she won. She shouldn't have won. Which she was just this comedy part. Oh, she didn't do anything, and it's like, okay, you really got to break it down. She's literally like, she's royalty. Her dad, her mom, like have been in the business forever. Like she had never won before. It was just all this other things, and that A24 threw themselves behind that movie. And of course they're going to give it to Jamie Lee Curtis over this relatively new up and comer. Like, I don't, there's no contrary. Yeah. It's messed up, but this is also Hollywood where, yeah, she was great.
Yeah, like she was the better supporting actress, I think.
I think we can agree, like, if we were to rank 1 through 5, at least for me, Jamie Lee Curtis would be 5. I think the other 4, performance-wise, is more. Stephanie Hsu...
But
Stephanie Hsu was better in that movie.
Stephanie Hsu, I think,
but she had a more important part. Like, I think... But like, when you look at... You just look at it and you're like, yeah, okay. If you know the game, if you know how this goes, it's like, yeah. Of course she won.
Oh yeah,
that's why. Like,
I think it's
to me, it was a coin flip between her and Angela Bassett.
And you try to explain this to like these chronically online people, and they're like, "No, it's the racism." It's like, okay, well,
Stephanie played the long game, which is to support Jamie Lee Curtis. I think it's better for her career.
She did.
It's a smart move because I think she's got a lot going for her, and she's young and she'll be wonderful. So I think
she's going to be in that production company forever now.
Good. You got to get your foot in through the door, Just stay.
Yeah.
Grab onto whatever you can. So,
guys, let's talk about some stabbing.
Stab.
Let's
All right,
get into
guys.
some stabbing.
So
we're going to talk about Scream 6. Spoilers ahead because there's certain things we're probably just going to mention because I'm going to forget about it. So, Scream 6 follows the two biggest things that happen with this movie is 1, it's in New York now, not in Woodsboro, right? And 2, there's no Neve Campbell, which I was shocked that they finally did a movie without her. Danny, I want to start with you. Like, you saw the movie, what are some of your initial takeaways, thoughts about Scream 6?
Well, I was sad that Neve Campbell wasn't in it to begin with. I liked it. It wasn't my favorite Scream movie, but I liked it. There were some moments that were actually very scary. Like, there is a scene on the subway where I was actually afraid.
Yeah.
The main characters are Tara and Sam, and I can't stand Tara. That's the character Jenna Ortega plays. I just think she's always like screaming and being so mean to everyone, especially her sister. So don't love that. But Mindy is the best character. And she's like a beautiful little Randy. So she's my fave.
She has a lot of good one-liners, or
Yes.
just some good lines in there. I just remember she's all like, "Oh, I got it wrong again." It was so good.
She's great.
I really liked how this one mirrored 2, and the fact that it was at a college, but they also didn't make the mistake in killing Randy. I think Randy should have not died in the second one, because he is by far one of the most fun characters in that series. And now his niece and nephew, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the relation. Yeah, like I thought, and they're bringing their own that kind of energy to these people, and I just, I agree with Dan.
I thought Chad was better in 5 than 6. They tried to put him in like the love interest category, so it made him not so fun or funny anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You guys like the Core 4 nickname? It actually stuck.
That's cute. I thought it was cute.
For sure. That scene. I think the scene on the subway was my favorite, just because it was so well done. It was like genuinely like I was like tense while watching it.
Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom.
My favorite probably part of the movie was unhinged Dermot Mulroney.
Oh, at the end.
Just him, like his facials and everything like that.
Yeah.
Man.
I was going to say, Scream is usually known for their opener, right? So what did you guys think about the opener before, the cold open before we got to the credits?
Good. It was really good. It was smart.
Yeah.
To throw us off.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It was very smart. I liked how it was updated to kind of like the modern day of like, online dating or whatever and like that. And when he took the mask off, I was like, oh my God. Like I was like,
yeah, what are they going to do with this?
it was incredible. Cause I like sat up. Cause like the whole time I was kind of like, oh, cool. Like this is the standard. When he took that hood off, I like sat up and I was like, oh my God. Like I don't know what to do. Like,
it kind of carried like from 4, 5, 6, the like Hound 5, that's like the killer's going to be filming his own killings, and it's like now we're like actually following them, or so we thought.
Yeah, for sure. I really, and I also liked how, it seemed like the directors knew when to have a nice homage, but also when to do their own thing again. And I'm really interested to see where they're going to go with the next one. Like, cause they've really been been mirroring each other. Like,
I heard today?
What?
Or I read today.
What did you read today?
They said they might bring back Parker Posey.
Oh my God.
No, we love her.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh man, that's incredible. Johnny and Joe, what did you guys think?
You gonna go first, Johnny?
No, I'll let you go first, Joe.
Dude, this whole franchise is like a whopper to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. The thing is, again, I don't know much about the Scream franchise. I just watch it. If you told me this character, I'm like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really. But it seems like the structure is pretty similar each time. It's sort of getting a Fast and Furious vibe at this point, where you're getting so many movies, and the structure is similar, and they're just expanding on it.
They did make a reference in it.
That is offensive.
And
That is offensive.
You know, obviously the whole what do you call it? The commentary on it being a movie. Do you guys see the post-credit scenes? You guys see that?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing being there is more on the nose than it was before, I think. But anyways, it's a movie that I think that it's like, I know what I'm going to get. It was good, but it's like I'm not missing out in life if I never watch it again. I think the scene where they're in that giant old movie theater, and then the other screams are trying to kill him and stuff. The guy, remember how she runs out of bullets at the top? The other guy has a gun loaded, and they both charge at each other. Just shoot her in the face. I'm team the bad guy. Just shoot her in the face. Who charges at someone else with the no more bullets? And I was like, maybe he's out too. No, they tackle each other and his gun goes off. So
but stabbing. That's the whole.
Yeah, but why does he have his gun out there?
So much stabbing.
Yeah, there was a
look.
Would you say a gratuitous amount of stabbing?
Yes, stabbing and dragging.
Also,
a lot of.
By the way, every single one of the people that got stabbed in the stomach died. The second you slice that stomach artery, you have about 2 minutes to live. There's no way those people survive. Impossible.
Joe's a doctor.
Unless you're going into the OR that second, you're dead. That artery is massive next to the stomach. That stab and going up, there's no way these people lived. There's no way.
I think the only one that I had issues with was the Chad one.
He gets stabbed like that.
I was like, okay, now what are we doing?
Okay.
Guys?
Also, a question for the two of you, Jared and Danny: do the people who wear the mask get some within this universe get some sort of physical buff of some kind? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Attribute of us.
You know what I mean? Like the second they take it off, they get smashed in the face and they're done. But they put it on, they could take a fist to the face, bam, and get right up. You know?
I mean,
what's funny is like when they are in the mask and the thing, there's actually another, like a man who plays them.
I'm sure.
It's not actually, no, there really is. Like there's a guy who's always
like the stunt double.
Ghostface, which is funny though.
Yeah. Right. But again, like within the context of the story, it's always.
Okay, so.
Suspend your disbelief.
I absolutely do. I watch Fast and Furious, okay? All right?
Offensive.
And you know what I mean? So I will suspend the belief. So I'm just wanting to understand.
No, okay, so here. So yeah, that's like. Yeah, but that just harkens back to the original one where Billy and Stu were just stabbing each other and they were like, everything was fine.
Until it wasn't.
I think you got me a little too deep, man. I love Billy Loomis being like a Force ghost. I think it's great.
I do too, but I need them to just use some
why are they trying to
CGI
de-age
or something?
him?
Yeah.
What are they doing,
He's
man?
50 years old. They need to just use their computers or whatever. Ask.
And I gotta have Stu at this point. Like what? Like Matthew Lillard's gotta come back at some point. But yeah. So, but the whole thing, I like that they're carrying it on with her putting the mask on and kind of like taking her power back and like killing the. I really liked that ending. It was really good. Having Kirby back was fun.
Kirby was one of my favorites in 4. She was okay in this with her wig.
That
was a bad wig or bad hair, but I think bad wig.
So you guys like this whole franchise because you clearly do you guys enjoy the slasher bit of it, or is it? It's just
I don't
fun.
need to see people being gutted, but
Yeah, that's it. It gets a little much sometimes,
Right.
But
Is it
this one was really violent.
is it the
Yeah.
reoccurring characters? Is it the who done it? Is
Yeah.
it the
yeah.
okay?
It's also a kind of a, I don't want to say satire, but it's like
Well, at
It
this
absolutely is. At this,
It's very
Starting
meta.
with
Yeah, it's
4,
meta.
I feel like, yeah, exactly.
um,
But it's always been kind of like that. I think they just this movie. I think they went all in on it, which I think is for the most part
the
worked
whole
really well.
it's a franchise scene was just
Yeah.
mwah. It
It's
was
really
it was
good.
perfect.
Even number 1 is like the original when they're like, you've seen it,
Yeah.
movies made me do it. Like they know from the beginning that they're
Yeah.
making fun of it themselves.
I can always depend on Joe to bring logic into
Yeah,
the stabbings.
I mean,
of people
again, I'm not
to-
trying to. Okay, and I understand it's movies. Okay, that's the basis of it, and I get that it's supposed to be kind of out there. And obviously, if one phone call could have fixed everything, the whole thing is kind of like I don't really follow that too much. But
Yep.
I don't know. Just again, it's a Whopper. I eat it.
It's a whopper.
I eat it. I enjoy
Uh-huh.
it, but I know that it's probably
You know what you're getting.
yeah. I know exactly what I'm getting, and
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
and
that.
to your guys' credit, there was definitely some suspenseful scenes in this. Like the train scene was very suspenseful. I liked it. A lot of the jump scares were done really well. I think I very much enjoyed that. So everything up to the point where the reveal,
I hate jump scares in anything I watch. I really don't like them.
I
But
think it
I'll
could be
put
done
up
well,
with them.
just as long as it's not all the
Yeah,
time.
if they're done well, I the ladder scene was
Like
was wild. It was
That was too much for me.
what part of it? The fact that she fell, or the
Well, that we had to watch them all do it. Like we had
Oh,
to
you
watch
thought it was a little
everyone in that
long?
apartment. Yeah, and then that girl, like obviously that girl couldn't be stabbed like that and then still climb.
move.
And Mindy gets stabbed in the arm and is using her arms to climb. I know it's unrealistic, but
so you prefer that was shorter, just like we got through, or a different solution maybe.
it did add the suspense. But just made me think of like this scene in A Little Princess where she has to crawl across like a board, but in a totally different way.
yeah.
In the rain or whatever.
What's Johnny? What would you give this out of? What grade would you give it?
Oh, I'd give it a B plus, dude.
A
Like,
B
I-
plus.
yeah.
Grade.
What the fuck?
You got to realize, like, to me, look, it sounds sacrilegious. I think there's a very big gap between Scream 1 and all the other movies. I think
Wait.
there really is.
So what if you give it a 1 through 6 instead of a grade?
I would tell you it's the second best Scream movie in this franchise outside of the original.
What?
That's how much I really enjoyed this movie. I'll tell you why I enjoyed it. The opening was very smart, done very well. I like Samara Weaving. So when I saw her, I'm like, fuck, she's gonna die. God damn it. Like, I like her as an actress but she's in horror movies. The core 4 is actually really good. Like, this is the first time I actually care about the 4 characters that are in there outside. And I think that's where sometimes I get lost with, especially when we get to like Scream 3, 4, something like that. Like, I didn't miss Nev Campbell at all. I didn't miss Sydney. So I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. I do wish they would have just bite the bullet and killed
With
Courtney
Gail.
Cox.
Hey, Courtney Cox.
They should have done it.
Courtney Cox, by the way, looks a lot better, for the record.
Yeah.
Because you know how she got a bunch of work done and she looked kind of like
Yeah.
a pie face.
Yeah.
She got a bunch of it dissolved. I mean, obviously, she's like 900, so it's not going to look the best. But she looks a lot better. Okay,
God.
that's
Oh
what I'm
my
trying to say.
gosh, she's like 50.
Okay,
So she's not.
Okay.
She would probably look better if she had never had the face.
Yeah, but
That
you can't.
is what I would
mean, you
say.
can't go that
We
far
can't
back.
redo
I don't
this.
think you can go that far back. I'm not a plastics guy, so I don't know. But I heard that she got some of it like reversed or whatever, dissolved. I think she looks relatively better. And also, Courtney Cox, she probably has too much skin in the game to get her killed off. Is what I'm thinking.
But
Without Nev.
that's the whole talk about the whole franchise.
You know what?
Like, I wish they would just commit it.
I have a suggestion for Scream 7 when it comes out, obviously, is maybe Ghostface wins one. Ever thought of that? Just he wins.
Kill them all.
No, listen.
Joe, you're
Ghostface kills a fuck ton of people. Let's say that like the core four still stays alive, and then at the end, like he sort of like comes back, and it leaves like a little of a cliffhanger. Scream 8, they vindicate. You know, it's kind of like a Star Wars situation, episode 2, 3, and 4. You know, like
I mean, that's what happened in this. He killed everybody.
No, the whole point is that you never get a reveal of Ghostface.
Oh,
Like
So you just want that tension to build, and then the movie
and then
ends,
you
and
can
everyone's going to
celebrate. It'll be a little bit different. You know,
be a little
it'll
bit
be
different.
like I still know what you did last summer.
yeah. Oh, that's a great. Love that reference.
What I will say towards the end of that movie was that I actually was like, "What the fuck? He's still alive?" But then I thought to myself, you know what? The guy got stabbed in the mouth and then was charging at them towards the end of the movie. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have. This is where
Dog, I forgot about that altogether. He got stabbed and they twisted it.
And
he came back.
And he still had enough energy to come
You
back.
survive something in your mouth.
Not if it's straight.
But it seemed like it went all
straight. And he twisted.
So that's why I was all like,
Mouths bleed a lot.
But yes,
Cool
as blasphemous as it sounds, I actually think this might be my second favorite movie outside of the original. Now, granted, the gap is big between what I think the original is compared to all the other movies, but I really enjoyed this movie. I sat there, I was like,
dog,
oh shit, this is actually fun.
I don't even remember the original. I don't even know if I watched it, to be honest.
Go watch it.
What's it on?
Joe.
Oh, here's the thing. No. Let me say something.
Paramount?
I might have. When did it come out? Like 96? I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, about.
I was totally guessing. Okay, great.
It is. It's 96,
96,
right?
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Those people look so much younger. It was during her friend's face.
Especially Courtney Cox.
Like the 90s. I may have watched it. If it's on some sort of streaming, I will skim through
I
it.
think it's on Peacock. Paramount.
Paramount, okay. I will give it a peruse. It's going to be at dogeflix.net, sponsor of today's video.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, anyways, that's enough clamoring for me.
Okay. Danny, where would you rank this among all the Scream movies?
6.
6?
Like the worst?
Ooh.
Oh, the best
Second
one.
to...
6 being the best, right?
I think the other ones are better.
Wait.
Better than,
At the
better
bottom.
than
She thinks
three?
it's the worst one.
Wait.
You don't
I
think it's
think
better
three.
than 3?
Hold up.
See,
Time out.
Three's
No.
Danny, 3's really bad.
I know, but I
Three's the
but
worst
Parker
one.
Posey is in it.
My thing is, you ask someone to rate
And
something from
dude,
1 to
and-
6. You say 6, and that's the worst.
ranking 1 to 6.
Oh.
Roll 1
It
to
is
6.
the worst one. I love
He
the
missed
other
the
ones
assignment.
better.
It's all together, man.
He missed the assignment altogether.
I feel almost like betrayed. That was like, because 3's bad. 3 is.
I think, yeah, 3's it's not that bad.
Wait, so give us the ranking from worst to best then. What's your,
Worst to best. 6,
Yeah.
3,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
2.
2.
There we go.
Wait. Yeah. 2. No. 6, 3, 5, 2, 4, 1.
Fucking Joe, you could have just said best and worst. It would have been easier list to make.
Well, she started off with 6, so I figured just go with it. Fuck it,
Mine's the same, except 3 is the worst, and 6 is.
And Johnny thinks the second
You guys are
best.
crazy, man. Like, I'm
That's
telling you, dude.
okay.
It's the...
Johnny, I would have given it a B+ as well. It's just I like the other ones
It's still
more.
once
good.
more.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know your love for 4. I know you guys' love for 4.
4 is so good. It's the best opening outside the first one.
I mean,
It's so good.
I
I
would
love
tell you
4.
Scream 4 is in my top 3 of the Scream franchise.
It's in my top 3. It's my
Yeah.
third.
I just don't have 5 as high as
Do
you
you-
might have. That's all this.
5 for that scene where you find out that they're in Stu's house. That just like
It's-
and knowing that the twins are Randy's niece and nephew. That's
Incredible
good stuff. And finding out
the,
Sam is
the
Billy's
reveal of the
daughter.
house is, and then the camera angle changes to the old camera angle. It to like, oh, you're like, that's that staircase.
Mm-hmm.
That's that garage, because everything was being shot from kind of above and everything different. And then it clicks and you're like, oh shit. It was incredible.
Yeah.
So is this going to be like a 10 movie franchise if it keeps it's profitable each time? You know?
I will watch them as long
Me
as they
too.
make them.
Again, I still say the parallels between this and Fast and Furious. That's all I'm saying. It's just all I'm like.
I mean, to be fair,
It's just-
Joe isn't wrong in the sense that, like, you know, we've got
He is wrong.
more bloody.
He's very,
You know,
They're-
these guys are like just killing each other.
They
Like getting
have-
stabbed where normally
they
would have
have-
killed in the first couple movies.
They have to top each other. Like obviously,
they're not going to go to outer space in this next
you
one.
give it
No.
3 movies.
No, but-
give it 3 movies.
But to Joe's point, if somehow Stu comes back alive in this franchise,
He won't be alive.
They're not going to.
He won't be alive. He'll be a
You'll be a force ghost.
He's not really a ghost.
No, he's a
he's a mentally
yeah, he's a
schizophrenic vision or
manifestation of
something.
her mental illness.
Does this mean Ortega's like signed on for a couple of those? You know,
Probably. I don't
I
know.
don't know. She's the worst character
That's a hot take from what
that is a hot take.
of the core 4.
I think
Yeah,
You know
okay.
what? Yeah,
Then you're right.
no, because
I don't even know who the other people are. I'm gonna be honest. I
The
don't,
lead
Does
character?
yell at Sam.
the lead girl,
No.
Sam.
True. Yeah.
no. Like Ortega and the lead girl, I know, but the other two, like, I have no idea what's
The
going
twins, the one
Like the
that
actors or the characters?
on. Pick your poison. They're both.
Oh my
just,
God.
Well,
give a-
Jasmine Savoy Brown is pretty popular.
What else?
these
What else
days.
is he
She's
in? What else is he in?
She,
Sorry.
Jasmine is in Yellow Jacket.
Oh.
She was in The Leftovers. She's like a Gen Z popular person. And the other boy was in
What's his name?
guy
What's his name?
Was in Love Victor. I don't remember.
Joe.
But he was in Love Victor.
To be,
I don't know
to
what
be
Love
fair to
Victor is
Joe,
on.
he had very uncomfortable seats when he watched this
Oh,
movie.
so bad,
he
dude.
probably couldn't pay attention to half of it because he was like, God.
You know what's worse? These seats, when they lean back, they spring you forward again. You can't stay back.
Oh, they're that old.
Yeah.
They're that old school
And
kind.
then, like, the seats are like divoted pretty bad because the springs are all busted. But we got.
Do you like sit? You can feel the spring in here.
It's not great, and I try to like sit in
Like the
different
old
seats.
Westminster 10?
Also, there's like 4 people in the theater, so I like try to move a bunch of seats, but it didn't really help.
Metro Point, it was just fine.
Is Metro Point the old seating?
It must have redone it at some point, but it's stadium, but it was like one of the first stadiums.
Joe definitely does not have stadium seats. It's flat.
And you look up at the.
It is the funniest shit when he sends us pictures of this movie theater because it looks like the Westminster 10 of the 90s. It's like,
Aw.
It's terrible. But you know why? It's because there's only 2 movie theaters in a 50-mile radius, and that's the only thing that people go to. But the tickets are cheap. Not that I would know. I just fucking.
Oh my God.
all right, let's give out our socials.
Joe.
I gotta.
Joe, tell us where they can find us.
You can find us at all social medias at Film Lovers GTTG. Let us know what you think. I think it'll be a split decision. There's gonna be people who love it, people who hate it. So I can agree with that. Just let us know. Send us your questions, comments, concerns. Today's episode is brought to you by knives. Use them properly.
It's insane.
At Film Lovers GTDG. Jared, where can they find you?
You find me at Jay Luthi on Twitter. Don't find me on Instagram. You know the drill. Never on Instagram. Yeah. Well, F1 season started now.
Oh yeah,
Big
Verstappen.
controversial race. Yeah.
Oh baby.
I hate Max Verstappen
because he's just winning, baby. Winning.
He's also a racist. But
yeah, but let him just give him a car, man. That's all he needs.
All right, Danny, where can we find you?
At Daily Danny Blog on Twitter and Instagram.
Bold of you putting your Instagram out there.
Well, it's private.
There's barriers that get protected.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, God. And then you guys can find me, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, Jano11, JNGO11. Again, thanks again, Danny, coming on, joining us. This is
it was wonderful.
How we do it. So
thank you.
Hopefully you guys watch on Scream. Let us know how you guys like the movie. Until then, we'll talk to you guys next time.